So Warzone Season 4 is in full swing, and in the game, weapons have a lot of levels you need to get through for new attachments, to make decent classes and unlock camos. So today I'm going to be sharing the new, most broken and fastest way to level up your guns by getting a ton more weapon XP in Season 4 for a limited amount of time. So make use of this method while it's around. Before it's gone, it will be around for the next little while, as you can easily level up a weapon from like level 1 to max level in no more than 1 to 2 hours. So I'm going to be covering the fastest ways to level up your weapons in Warzone right now, and also the best weapon XP boost to make the grind even faster, so make sure you stay tuned so you don't miss out on any important tips. But if you do want to jump to a specific part of the video, there will be timestamps in the description. So I'll have playlists and videos for camo guides, best class setups, tips and tricks guides, a video on how to level up the battle pass fast, and loads more for Season 4. Check them out via links in the description and the card on screen. Without further ado though, let's get into the tips. So the first very quick thing to say is that in the normal way, when we've got these kind of modes that we do at the moment in Warzone, there's normally double weapon XP active in the game. I think we've recently had double weapon XP like just over a week ago, but anyway, if that does come back at any point soon, make use of it, because if you go into modes such as what we're going to talk about today, if it has double weapon XP in the game that's already active and you also use your double weapon XP tokens, that normally it's almost like a glitch. It causes it to stack and you get 3 to 4 times weapon XP rather than just single XP. Unfortunately, that isn't in the game right now, but it doesn't matter because this method is still really fast. We're going to talk about 2 decent methods. But anyway, so the first method we're going to talk about today is Fortune's Keep, then we'll talk about Storage Town Clash like I said, and then finally we'll talk about the big weapon XP boost which you need to add on top of those game modes to make it even faster, so you do want to ideally be watching the whole thing. Let's jump straight into the first method. So Fortune's Keep Resurgence Solos is kind of a decent mode right now. So what you can do is, obviously you can like play the game and buy a loadout and level it up by doing contracts and stuff in the game, fair enough, and there are some good contracts, like there's a black market contract which is fairly decent. We'll talk about that another time, but in this video what I want to talk about is the fact that Fortune's Keep is basically like the new version of Rebirth, and obviously we've got Resurgence for that, and I recommend going into Resurgence solos, not into quads or anything like that, as you only want to be fighting other individuals enemies and not groups of enemies or friendlies taking your kills, otherwise that makes it more frustrating. So what you want to do is you want to make the weapon you're trying to level up your favourite weapon. So to do this you need to hover over the weapon in the class menu, press triangle or Y for loadout options, then select set as favourite. That will be your favourite, and then it means it automatically allows you to bring up your weapon of choice when you first spawn into the game, rather than having to rush to change your equipped weapon at the start of the game. Now in Fortune's Keep Resurgence, the pre-game lobby allows you to equip a custom loadout, but for the rest of the game it doesn't unless you buy a loadout, which is a lot of effort. So the strategy for this is similar to sort of you might have seen in previous videos for Rebirth. Basically what you want to do is you want to get kills in the Resurgence pre-game lobby, then back out just before the game starts and restart the process. Now I know it sounds ridiculous, but it can be quite effective. So as soon as the pre-game lobby starts, you want to have equipped your favourite weapon that you're trying to level up. Many players are inactive, so they'll just drop down from the sky or they'll be standing on the ground. They're very easy targets. You want to get a minimum of sort of 4 to 5 kills, but ideally 6 to 8 plus is what you usually get, and each kill will get you 250 weapon XP by using double weapon XP token. Stacks up really fast, and the pre-game lobby usually lasts just over a minute. Obviously it can take longer sometimes as it needs to find players, but normally about a minute. And at about 5 seconds left on the timer, enemies stop taking damage, so unless there's an enemy near you at 7 seconds that you can easily kill, I normally back out by 5 to 7 seconds left on the timer to save yourself some time and repeat the process. Now obviously this does waste a little bit of time loading in and out of the game and having to wait for this, but it is fairly quick and it's simple and easy to do and repeat over and over again. It just can be a bit boring obviously, so that's kind of a decent method, but obviously it has got its flaws, and therefore my preferred method, which you know is better for doing weapon XP if you guys are up for it, is Storage Town Clash. Now this is similar to Caldera Clash, but it's only on Storage Town at the moment. So Storage Town is a new POI that they brought back into Warzone Caldera. Instead of like Caldera Clash where it goes around different areas of the map, for this you're literally just playing on Storage Town, which is pretty good. It can be a bit hectic, but it's a lot of fun, a lot of kills. So what you want to do, this is the best method right now in the game. It's not just as simple as playing that mode, so stay tuned to know how to get the most weapon XP out of it, but this mode has been around quite a few times now, but it's only around for a little bit longer in the game. So basically it's a large scale TDM style match on Warzone with the gas cloud blocking off an area of the Caldera map, which is currently Storage Town like I say, similar to Warzone Rumble, and basically you can get lots of kills. There's limited time events, earnable abilities, contracts which are bounty and so on. These contracts are amazing. You get about 1000 weapon XP just over per contract, which can be completed by you or a teammate, and there's lots of contracts at the start of the game. They're snatched up quite quickly, although in my matches recently I've noticed they're actually not being snatched up at all. There's tons left. You can get at least 3 or 4 easily without even trying, probably 5 or 6 if you were pushing, and these contracts are replenished about 7.5 minutes into the game, so halfway through the game they'll replenish and you'll get more of them again, so watch out for them. Go go for them. Sometimes people snatch them up, sometimes people won't as much, but your priority is going to be contracts because they get you the most weapon XP. So get as many as you can. Let's say if each one gets you 1,000, if you do 4, that's 4,000. That literally should get you like 1 to 2 weapon levels easily just for doing nothing. Obviously you can go and kill the enemies to take them down, but often a teammate will do it and it will count obviously as the contract being done. So it's really easy, 0 effort required really. Definitely go for that as your main goal. The other main thing you want to do is obviously be getting kills. So what I recommend is getting obviously as many kills as you can with the weapons in the pre-game lobby, as these count towards your weapon levels and will get you about 250 weapon XP per kill if you're using double weapon XP token. When the match starts, you want to mark a contract on your map and go to activate the bounty contract. This is because the bounties are really easy to complete, and alongside contracts you also need to be getting lots of kills if possible. So when you spawn in, use your parachute to try and head over to hot areas of the map. Obviously it's quite small and it's packed, so wherever's fine for storage town, but generally sort of the center of the map, or sort of on top of a water tower, or rooftops, or on edge of the map, or sort of high buildings at the edge, or yeah, like rooftops on edge of the map, like I say, looking to the other side of the map, or down the lanes, or across to the other rooftops. Whatever's good really, anything with a good vantage point to find and shoot enemies. If your weapon doesn't have a good range, obviously you can try to get closer to them to increase your chance of getting the kill. And if your weapon has a lot of recoil, try and tap the trigger rather than holding it down, and also try to pull the gun against its recoil pattern to effectively give yourself 0 recoil to kind of neutralize it and make it much easier to fire with the weapon. So those things can be useful if you're shooting at long distance and your gun has a lot of recoil. Also, when you kill enemies or your teammates die, they'll drop abilities sometimes, and you want to run over these to pick them up, as they're things like double XP, speed boost, which allows you to run faster towards the enemies, or even the hunter ability where you can actually see enemies through walls as they glow red for a limited time. It's great for finding and killing more enemies. They light up, really easily. It's almost like a legal game hack. I don't know, it's really useful, so definitely make use of that. And there are a few other weapon XP boosts as well that will speed up weapon XP earned to make it even faster, and we'll discuss those now. So the first main weapon XP boost is you want to equip the Pointsman perk to earn more money for completed missions, but it also gives you extra XP and weapon XP too. This is only really effective for Storage Town Clash at the moment, or also Rebirth Resurgence main game, as the main effect of the perk is to start the contract streak 1 ahead as if you already did a contract for a 40% bonus. Only use it for Storage Town Clash, that kind of thing, and it stacks as well, so if other teammates have the perk you get a bigger bonus to start off with, so it's really useful. For Warzone or Vanguard, I believe it also does give you more XP for contracts and stuff as well, which can be useful. For Warzone and Vanguard also, certain operators will have favourite weapons, and when you're using a weapon with a specific operator you'll get a weapon XP boost. So as I always say, Daniel's favourite weapon is the M1 Garand, Halima's favourite weapon is the MP40 and so on, and if you use that weapon with that operator you'll get an XP boost. And obviously check if any of the operators have the weapon you need to level up as a favourite weapon, as obviously this will speed up the process. If you're using a new weapon, the new operators that you have to buy will be the ones to level up the weapon faster. Obviously it's not worth doing it for just that, but if you're going to get it you might as well use the operator for that purpose. The main thing though is equipping the surplus kit attachment for all Vanguard weapons allows you to earn additional XP per kill, and so 20% boost of XP, weapon XP and operator XP just for using the attachment. So use it on every Vanguard weapon you need to level up. It's really useful. Playing with a clan member gives you a 10% weapon XP boost. Owning Vanguard gives you a 10% weapon XP boost in Warzone as well. It also gives you 10% battle pass and 10% XP boost, but those are side things. The main other thing is obviously if you on PlayStation, if you play with a teammate you get a 25% bonus. The paired with the other tips, it will allow you to level up your guns really fast. But obviously don't forget that the other main thing which I've stupidly forgotten to mention here is obviously double XP tokens or weekends. Make use of those. If it's a double XP weekend, also use your double XP tokens to make it quadruple XP as a sort of a glitch. But if it's not, you can still use your double XP tokens, no problem at all. If you use your double weapon XP tokens to, like I say, boost the amount of XP you get from kills, contracts, all that stuff. So make use of that in Warzone, and those are pretty much the fastest ways to level up your guns currently in Warzone Season 4. Now if you want to know how to level up your weapons fast in Vanguard Season 4, either multiplayer or zombies, or the main methods when Storage Town Clash is gone, feel free to check out my guide for that. There'll be a card on screen and a link in the description. And if you found these tips helpful, leaving a like on the video will be much appreciated so that other people can find the video too. And make sure to check out my Season 4 guide on how to level up the Battle Pass fast in Warzone and Vanguard. And as previously mentioned, I'm also making tons of other useful multiplayer, zombies and Warzone guides for Season 4. So if any of this sounds good to you guys, hitting the subscribe button and clicking the bell icon next to it to turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of my other videos would be greatly appreciated. But thank you all so much for watching the video, and hopefully I'll see you all on the next one.